Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. This is your host, Jill Lagan, CEO of the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. In each episode, we will highlight what makes Boulder City, home of the Hoover Dam, the ideal place to operate your small business, explore world-class tourism attractions, and discover why we are the perfect place to live and unwind. Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. I am so grateful to have on one of our returnees, Miss Mayi. Mayi, I am so glad that you're here because there are some amazing things happening at Snap Fitness that we want to talk about. And you brought your assistant club manager today, Miss Sam. Sam, we're going to learn a little bit more about you. So welcome, ladies.
Nice to be here.
We are glad you guys are here. So Snap, one of Boulder City's huge assets here, and we are grateful to have some place to go and work out that has so many people who really care about the customer, the client, and a lot of positive feedback. You guys are constantly in the plus mode when it comes to comments and people that just love what you guys offer. So Mayi, will you tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that you guys are doing there?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of new stuff, so it's always trying to keep things new and fresh. We just got red light therapy, which is new, and it's a big thing that a lot of people are starting to really see the benefits of it as far as health and longevity and keeping people as active for as long as they can. And red light, it's so good for healing, and it just has so many different health benefits to it. And
we are definitely going to go back and explore that some more because I've got some questions.
Yep.
I have not fully embraced the concept and I need to learn more. I need you to teach me why I need to come do that. And Sam, will you tell us a little bit more about how long you've been with Snap Fitness, how long you've been there, and maybe a little bit of your role as the assistant?
Yeah, so I have been there since February, so 6 months about. And I call myself like the systems lady.
The
and Mayi is
systems.
the people lady. I really help with a lot of the paperwork, a lot of the background stuff.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm also a trainer and a yoga teacher.
Oh, man. And let's talk about this. Everybody thinks of Snap as just equipment. There's just machines. But you guys have a phenomenal room that not only does virtual, but it also is a great facility for you to teach classes. How many classes a week do you guys offer?
Ooh, that's a great question. Probably around 20.
Yeah. So we offer classes Monday through Saturday now. And there's classes that start as early as 7:25 with Rosanna's toning.
Oh, very
class.
cool.
And then we have classes that go on into the evening. Our wonderful line dancing instructor, Melanie, she's just wonderful. She does classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
And she teaches 5 to 6 on Thursdays and 2 to 3 and 2 and 3 on Tuesdays.
Wow.
And then Sam teaches an awesome beginning yoga class, which is on Fridays at 4. And then we have 2 classes now on Saturday. We never used to have Saturday classes.
That's right.
And we do now.
That's awesome. And so besides those classes, though, 'cause I like in-person classes. I love that. But I was always so impressed with the virtual classes because there might not always be the right time frame for everybody.
Yeah.
And so those classes give them that option to put that on that massive screen and to feel engaged with the teacher, the instructor. And so I love that concept as well. And I know that you keep those fresh. There's always new classes there too.
There's close to several hundred now. Everything from like Jillian Michaels all the way to there's like dance classes or spin classes. There's pretty much anything that you can think of. Like they have Zumba.
That's awesome.
Yeah, anything you could think of, we probably have class for it.
That's really cool. Sam, can you tell me a little bit about your yoga class, beginning yoga? That it would be exactly what I need.
Yes.
So can you give us a breakdown of what beginning yoga is versus maybe an intermediate or advanced?
Yeah, so I'll start with kind of the intermediate advanced. That's what people typically think of when they think of yoga. And it's usually called like a flow class.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're moving one movement, one breath. So it can be a bit fast. And if you don't know the names of the poses or where you're about to go next, it can just get a little bit confusing for a beginner.
The names are scary to me.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't use any of the Sanskrit or like Indian names. I use all of the English terms. I will go much slower. It's not necessarily a flow, it's one by one. And so I really like alignment. And
I love that. because I really do. As a group fitness instructor, I'm also a certified instructor. I really see the benefit to explaining to people the muscle groups that they're working on. The physiology of it is important for them to understand. They do a better job at keeping proper structure if they really understand the muscle group that they are working with.
Exactly.
So I'm so glad that you do that and that class is offered, because throwing somebody into an advanced class, I mean, the Sasana and some of the names, I'm like, oh, good scrud. I do know downward dog, and I think that's probably the one that everybody just embraces because we all understand it. But I am so glad to know that you guys break it down like that. I think that really is more inviting for the beginner and gets them more engaged in what is happening in yoga fitness.
Exactly. Yeah, I think of it as more of like education. It's learning about yoga. So I also bring in a lot of different types of yoga, and I talk about that.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes we kind of experiment and do different things. And so I have some seniors in the class and everyone from young people too. So it's a really good range of people that are welcome.
That is awesome. That's such a good thing to know. I'm glad we got to bring that up. So thank you for highlighting that, and thank you for being there to do that. Also, thank you for keeping Maya in line as the systems gal. It's probably a smart idea to make sure, because she is such a people person. I think she could talk to anybody. She does not know a stranger. And so that is such a special thing. And that's why her being at the front is so important, because when people come in, they need to know that they're in a friendly environment.
Absolutely.
It's like that old Cheers concept. Somebody would walk in a bar and they all knew his name, and that was like inviting, and you wanted to come back and you couldn't wait to come back and tell your friends what you had done the day before. And so I love that, and I'm really grateful that you guys have such a welcoming space. So let's go back in, Maya, and talk a little bit more about red light therapy, because I can see the benefits in it. We see it now in the beauty world, right? Everyone's got red light therapy on their face. I can imagine that there's got to be some components to getting into that intermuscular skeletal structure.
There is, definitely. And also, like you said, mentioned skin, hair, nails, even teeth.
Oh.
Big in that too. So red light therapy, it offers a range of potential benefits. It's primarily focusing on your skin health, your pain relief, and hair growth. Those are the three things that it primarily does, but it can do so much more. We have several members that have come up to us and said, I'm no longer taking pain medication for my neuropathy. I'm no longer taking pain medication for my arthritis. My dad's a huge proponent. He's had a lot of knee issues, playing racquetball all those years.
Yeah.
And he uses it almost every day. We have some people
Really?
who have like arthritic wrist. We have one lady named Karen that comes in, and she has had neck pain for so many years, and she just says, I can't believe it. I go to my doctor and he tells me, what are you doing? And it's just red light therapy is what she's been doing every day.
So what does this look like?
So we have two different options, okay? So our red light therapy pads, those are free use for anybody in the gym.
They're pads.
They're like these little light up pads. So you take them, you could wrap them around your necks or your legs or
joints,
whatever.
Okay.
And then you just press a button and it flashes these red lights, and you could just sit there for 20, 30 minutes. Then just recently we added red light panels. They're actual panels that you hang up in our tanning booth. Now that is an extra cost. We have a Q package at our gym, and that includes our red light therapy, our tanning, hydro massage, and our classes. Now when they go to tan, or even if they don't tan, they go into the booth. You can either stand or sit. We offer a chair, and you sit there for 10, 15 minutes. And we also have the goggles that we can give you at the front desk. We also offer people who may have not tried it, who may not be a member or may be a member and are interested in it, to come to us and try for a week.
Oh, wow.
Try for a week and see if you notice any difference, because a week is long enough for you to see that, okay, yeah, it is making me feel better.
Really?
Sometimes after one or two uses, they come up to us and say, oh man, my shoulder was killing me the last few days, and I came and used the booth and it feels so much better. Me personally, I have a lot of hair loss due to taking a lot of medication.
Your meds, yeah.
And this I used to be completely bald, like right here in the front, and I've been doing the red light therapy booth now since we've had it last couple months. My hair has grown in almost.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Mai.
Yeah. So
That is so cool.
So it definitely works. It definitely has benefits.
Wow. I had zero clue. I've done red light treatments on my face, but I had no idea that it could do so much intercellular
Yeah.
work.
And mental health too. We had a big thing for Mental Health Week. I think it was in April.
Yeah.
And we offer people, hey, come try it out for a week. It's good for reducing the SADs, making you just feel a little bit better.
I love what you just said, reducing the SADs.
Yeah.
You're so
Yeah.
cute. Oh my gosh, I love you. So I think I need to try this.
Yeah.
I
come
think
on
that
in.
is very cool. I want to check that out. And I would imagine that with the makeup of this community, everybody needs it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is incredible. I'm very excited to learn a little bit more about that and glad you brought that information to share. Let's talk a little bit more about you guys. I really believe that in business, the clients that come out and whoever your customer base is, when they know the owners, when they know the operators, there's a sense of loyalty, right? Because they are so engaged with you guys. They can't wait to come back and shop, eat, stroll, use your insurance services, use your fitness classes. And so I do see some reason and purpose behind getting to know you guys. And so that's why one of my favorite parts about the Best Damn Podcast is to really do these interviews, because I think that helps open up that dialogue for people to feel comfortable and know who you guys are. Mai, we've had you on the show before, so I think we all know that you are Dr. Rosenbaum's beautiful daughter, and I've gone on and on about your mom. She's my hero, so I think the world of your family, but do you mind if we focus on Sam today?
Let's do it.
So, Sam, can you tell us a little bit more about your background? Were you born and raised here in Boulder City?
I'm originally from Southern California.
Okay.
And I moved to Northern California, went to school up there. I have a degree in photography.
Wow.
And during COVID, I realized I want to help people. And I've always loved movement and dancing, and I loved yoga. So I started my yoga teacher training.
Oh, very good.
And I moved to here about a year ago.
Okay.
So I've been in Boulder City for a year. My partner is originally from here. And
Okay.
So we're living in his childhood home.
Oh, very fun. And who is that?
His name is Campbell.
Campbell. Very good. Thank you, Campbell, for bringing her here.
Yeah. And so I've been teaching yoga for about 3 years. And I've been a manager at a few different yoga studios. And I thought being a manager at the gym was just a perfect fit.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Mai was so grateful to have you. Yeah, that is awesome. Welcome to Boulder City. We're really glad to have you in our community
glad to
because
be
we
here.
we love assets such as yourself, especially with the skill set that you have. And I love the idea of photography because we have such beautiful surroundings, our sunsets and just beautiful desert scenes that I bet you have a blast being able to go out and shoot.
Yeah, and I will say too, with the photography, I'm more technical. Like I say, I'm systems gal. I really loved Photoshop and using a lot of the different programs.
Wow.
So the big girl tech job that I had was a lot of Photoshop, a lot of tech, different programs that the tech company used. And I worked for Williams-Sonoma.
Oh, wow. And okay, so we're going to go totally off script here. What do you think about AI and photography?
Ooh, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
I think that even having the cell phones, everybody can be a photographer now. So it can, which is not a bad thing, honestly. There's a beautiful photos that can come from the cameras now on the
Right.
phones. But I think with AI, I think it's more that it's using people's images
Yes.
that they might not have consented to be used in the machine learning. So I think it's more about the theft, if you will, of just artist work. That
I was
they
going to
worked hard
say,
on and-
you just hit it nail on the head. You missed the artistry.
yes.
Knowing that someone's mind saw it, took a picture of it, and then made it be beautiful. And obviously, whatever they're taking a picture of has to be beautiful on its own. But I find it fascinating. We have one of our board members, Miss Pam Leon. The things that she captures, it just makes me love her mind even more because she has
Yes.
so much talent up there.
Yeah, I always say photography is making something out of something, right? It's not a blank canvas necessarily.
Right.
And so AI makes something out of nothing. if you
Right.
will.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I think that the human element is really important to being able to create the emotion in the images. Whereas with AI, it's just funky, doesn't make sense. And it's getting better these days, but
You know what? But taking that back to yoga, you're making something out of something. You're making someone's own strength that much better because they just need to utilize and know how to use their strength.
Yeah.
And then build on that. So I love that fact. So I would like to talk to each of you about an aha moment. Have you had sometime in your career in what it is that you're doing now, has there been an aha moment, some kind of a change in your mindset that made you go, oh man, that is exactly why I'm here? We'll ask you first, Maya.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, it's seeing, because sometimes it's easy to get lost in like the day-to-day aspects of things. Sometimes there might be something going on in your personal life. Maybe you're not feeling well or just something's going on. And then you see a member that comes in and you remember when they first came in that either they were really overweight or maybe they couldn't. Like, I've had members who literally came in wheelchairs or walkers, and then you just notice, like, wait, they're walking without their walker, or wow, they really lost a lot of weight. But it's just, we are making a difference. It's
You
like,
are.
because sometimes it's easy to take the negative stuff that happens and be like, oh man, am I in the right job? Am I doing the right thing? But then you see something that happens and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
what we're doing does make a difference.
It does. You definitely make a difference. And I'm imagining seeing people meet their goals has got to be a huge asset for you.
Absolutely. I think my favorite aha moments are, I think I'm an educator by heart. And so when I teach people things and say, I didn't know that. And then they come to me and they say, hey, look at this thing that I learned how to do. And they show me. And I think that's so amazing when people can use their own minds and their own bodies to really make their goals happen. It's not me or somebody else telling them what to do. They have their own motivation.
Right.
And they have their own just set of goals that they're going towards.
And it helps take them to the next level, right?
Absolutely.
So now they've accomplished that goal. They did it with you, and now they're headed to the next goal, and you get to watch that constant evolution, and I can imagine that's got to be so rewarding.
Absolutely.
That in and of itself gets rid of the sads. That's my new thing. I'm going to start calling it that. I love it. So how about a funny professional moment? I know Mai's got a lot of funny moments in her life, but a funny professional moment that has happened to you. Should we let Sam start?
So I think the funniest thing is in my classes, I've taught a lot of classes, a lot of people, a lot of different bodies, a lot of stuff going on. And I think it's really funny when we're very quiet, when we're in this very still space and someone's stomach gurgles or maybe somebody passes gas.
I knew you were going to go there. That is awesome.
And I think that's just the human body being its
Right.
body, right? I think that's something that should be rewarded, not be embarrassing.
Okay.
And so I think my favorite funny moments are just when people are people and I can help it cool down.
Yeah.
Not necessarily be this like tense,
Uh-huh.
embarrassing moment.
So do you have a funny saying or something that you say to lighten the system and when that happens?
I usually just say, that's why we practice.
Oh,
These distractions and these things, this is why we do this.
so that happens in my classes all the time, Sam. And so I just try to talk over it and pretend like I didn't hear it. I'm like, I wish the music was a little louder. I think that's funny the way that you managed it, because you are right. It's a natural part of life. And you put people on the floor and pull their knees up to their chest, and guess what?
It's called
Things.
wind relieving pose for a reason.
I'm loving that. Okay, I'm gonna start referencing our wind relieving pose. You're great. Thank you very much. Okay, Mai, I cannot wait to hear this.
I think I mentioned the Christmas curse.
Yes.
Every year since I started, especially with the first year, something went wrong on Christmas. And the thing is, because we are on our own out here, because the owner lives in California and one lives in Arizona, I deal with the day-to-day things.
That's
And
right.
my brother comes down Christmas morning, and at the time he worked there as well, and he goes, someone passed out on the hydro massage bed.
Oh,
Meaning they went out and had a little bit of fun and passed out. Anyway, ever since that, something has always happened on Christmas Day. One year there was a flood,
oh no.
flooded the entire 2 bathrooms. Another year the power went out. It's always something, and the owners don't say that. It's gonna curse it, and then it's gonna keep happening. But I will say, and I'm gonna knock on the particle board here, it has not happened in the last 2 years.
Okay, good. You turned the tide.
Terry jokes around with it, but I actually went and saged the gym at one point about 2 years ago. 'Cause I'm like, listen,
Something's
I'm
up
like,
here.
Something is up here, and I just need to sage the place. Miss Terry Grothy was rolling her eyes at me. I was like, look, something
I'm sure she's actually grateful because you obviously haven't had any issues, so it must have worked. So now we all. So you brought up Miss Terry. So who are the other instructors? Maybe we should introduce them all.
So we have some great instructors.
We do.
Great staff. Terry is one of our trainers. Terry's been a part of Boulder City for years and
Yes.
years. She's one of our 3 trainers. We also have Michael, and I'm gonna butcher his last. Schaefer, Michael Schaefer.
Okay.
And Michael came to us from Anytime Fitness, but he's been a trainer for years and years too.
Okay.
And he's wonderful. And then we have Sam here, who is
Awesome.
one of our other trainers. And then as far as my instructors, I have Sheena, yoga instructor.
Oh my gosh.
A breath of fresh air. We love her.
We are
I
too.
have Kristen Carnes. I have Rosanna Carmichael. Rosanna's our Zumba instructor.
Okay.
We have a gentleman named Reiss. And I know I'm going to forget a couple other people. Oh, Melanie.
Okay.
That does and then we have Kat Curie. That does.
I love Kat.
Yeah, Kat's wonderful. She does pound, and now she does uplift.
And what are those? I don't know those names.
So pound it's just like what it sounds like. You get these little drumsticks, and you rock out to the beat. And
Yeah.
It's really fun. And then uplift it's another class that it's what it does. It uplifts you. It's just a bunch of
Energizing movement.
And they do weights. And then my last trainer I forgot to mention was Marty Bellin.
Oh,
she
yeah.
teaches Shine, and her and Kat both teach uplift together.
Oh,
so
that's
they trade off and on.
okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Yep. I can see I need to get down there.
Yeah, you do. We have some great instructors. I really lucked out with my instructors and my trainers. And
You
all
really
that,
do.
really.
You have a fabulous team, fabulous facility, perfect location,
Yeah, and
great parking.
our owners, I have to always throw it out to them. Our owners are wonderful. They're
Do you
just
want to
very-
mention
very
them?
hands-on. They have been doing this for years. Steel Sachs is the owner, and also he has 2 people that work with him. There's Mr. Craig Eagle.
Craig Eagle.
And Dustin Strine.
Okay, great.
They're his dream team.
I don't know that I've met either of them. Obviously, I've met Steele and talked to him quite a bit. So.
Yeah. They stick to Arizona, but yeah, they're great guys. They basically offer us support as far as like they do all of our social media, all that kind of stuff. So they're like really the brains behind the operation of
That's
doing,
awesome.
Like, social media, getting that out there, getting it. Everything.
I've noticed too on your anniversary and some of the other events, you get a lot of support from them, and
Yes.
they want to see you be successful.
Yes, they
They
do.
provided you with new equipment when needed. They
Yeah.
have been. It feels like they are a perfect team for you.
Yeah, they're great guys to work for.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're glad that you had that experience. Okay, Mai, I remember we asked you this before, but what was your first job?
Working for my mom and dad.
Yes, I remember that. And so tell us what you did for your mom and dad.
So I still work there to this day for Dr. Jew, but I clean the dental office at
That's
night.
right.
And my dad said, you got to learn somewhere. And who better to show me the ropes than my mom?
That's right.
And she's still working there. I'm still working with her 40 years later. And
What a perfect thing for Dr. Jew.
yeah.
I don't think he realized when he moved into that office and your dad pretended to retire that it actually was such a perfect situation
Yeah.
because he doesn't even have to be the face of. We all know he's the talent that's there currently,
Yeah.
but your family's still really the ones that shine.
Yeah. Yeah. And my mom, she's still working there. But yeah, that was my first job. And obviously I've moved on to other jobs, but it's like the job that taught me everything.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Sam, what was your first job?
My first job was in a little snack shack shop area of an ice rink.
Oh, how fun is that?
Yeah, it was great. So I think I learned a lot about interacting with people, customer service, and just seeing what people like to do on their free time, which is moving.
I love that. And I think that I'm sure you saw your fair share of broken ankles and wrists.
Oh, yes. Oh, and more. Those ice skates are very sharp.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
just say that.
Yes, that's true. I didn't think about that. So I know that you've shared that something that we might not have known about you was that you are an amazing photographer. But I don't know that people know as much about what Mai has going on in her living room.
Yeah, I've been playing role-playing games not for a long time, but I've been specifically doing Dungeons and Dragons for the last 14 years. And
Wow.
I used to do it in person, and then during COVID got rid of that kind of stuff. So now I do it strictly online, but Yeah, it's a way for my mind to, that's like my
Unwind.
unwind, yeah.
And you're a dungeon master.
I'm a dungeon master, yeah.
That is incredible.
Oh.
And so I apologize, but my knowledge of Dungeons and Dragons only comes from the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it's basically just a role-playing game. It's using your creativity to explore new worlds and stuff like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that is fascinating. And your husband does it too?
My husband does not. He's more of the video game kind of guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
And so you have the option of going in person to do this?
Yeah. Back before COVID, I used to meet with some people at one of the libraries in Anderson.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, there's in high school, used to play with some friends at their house. Yeah, it's
So then it really can be very social.
yeah. Oh, very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go back to her social thing.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't remember talking about that before. If we did, I'm sorry, I don't remember
No,
that.
I don't
but-
think we did last time.
Okay, so here's one of my favorite questions to ask. What is the book you're reading right now?
Oh, I'll let her go first.
Okay, Sam, you get to be first.
I'm an avid reader. I've probably
Great.
read up to 20 books this year.
Wow.
And I just finished the 5th Hunger Games book.
Okay.
That's called Sunrise on the Reaping. And it was so good. It just tied up all of the little
The
gaps
story.
and stuff. And I think it's
Ah.
going to be the last book of that series.
That is very interesting. And so you do like to get out of this world and think in terms of creativity. Because that's
Yeah.
got such a creative element to it, right?
Yeah, I think I typically read like 2 books at a time.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I read, my nonfiction is a little bit more political, maybe a little bit religious. I really like how people think
Yes.
and why they think what they think.
The sociology of it all.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And then also a lot of fantasy and sci-fi when I'm reading fiction.
That is awesome. And you can do 2 books at once and not go crazy.
Yeah, because I have one that I read before bed,
Oh, okay.
and then the one that I read during the day.
For
like at work.
entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Someday I'm going to be just like you when I grow up, because I do like that concept of having 2 worlds that you kind of, because I think we all want to be educated, but I think we also all need to have some downtime, right?
Exactly.
That-
And I recently finished a memoir about someone who was in Hell's Angels,
Oh,
and that was really interesting because my hometown was actually mentioned in the book.
really?
But yeah, it was all from Southern California, this guy. So
Oh, wow.
I knew all the places he was talking about, and
Oh,
it
that
was really
sounds
cool.
fascinating. So I do have a friend that is a former Hells Angel, and I just find him fascinating just because of that lifestyle and to know such a gentle giant. I just think the world of him.
Ryan?
Yes.
Yes, that's who mentioned the book to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my bud.
Yeah, he's great.
I think the world
We
of
love
him.
Big Ryan.
Yes, me too. Okay, Mai.
All right. I wanted to look up the name of the book because I forgot it, but I went to our local bookstore, the New Cafe bookstore here
Yeah.
in town,
Broader books.
and they had The Wild River and the Great Dam.
oh,
It was a book about Hoover Dam. And
yes.
I was like, I have lived here for, 47 years, and I don't think I've ever read a book about the dam. I've heard stories. I'll bring it back real quick to, you just went to that little dinner.
Oh, yeah, the installation
Yes,
dinner.
You were giving the awards to people, and I was telling her, I said, it's so crazy to me that I grew up with these people. Like, I know
Yes.
the award winners, Mr.
The coach.
No, the first award.
Oh, Bob Sears, Daryl McGarvey.
Yes,
Yeah.
Daryl, and they were like
Eva.
my uncle Daryl and my aunt Eva.
Yeah.
Because my dad was in Rotary with them.
That's
and
right.
then the one that,
Alice Eisenberg.
no, the one that he had the dam, the best snacketeer.
Oh, Bert Hansen.
Bert Hansen. That's my
Mhm.
Uncle Bert. Like,
Yeah.
Bert grew up, he
That's
was
right.
very good friends with my dad. So
That's
I was telling
right.
her, I was like, I know the history because I grew up with these people. I listened to their stories and
That's
everything. but I
right.
never read a book about how the dam was made, why it was made. I've taken a tour, like.
And
numerous
Taming
times.
of the Wild River.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a really good book. And
that's awesome.
It's just always great to find out something about this little town.
Yeah. And isn't it great that you bought that book local?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have another thought?
Yeah, there's a member at our gym. His name is Pepper Combs.
Yes.
And he has a book, and I actually bought his book from that store as well, that little bookstore. I found it, and I brought it into the gym for him to sign, and then I opened it, and I realized he had already signed it.
Yeah. Try to find one he hasn't signed.
Exactly. Yes. Yep. That's what the joke is.
So I can tease with that because Pepper and my dad were best friends growing up. And so we have a lot of history. And in fact, in my office, there is a newspaper where his brother, Jerry, was playing in a football game that was mentioned in that paper. So I had that paper framed because there's a lot of family ties to all of that. And our family history just means so much. We have roots, and roots are so important. And so we're glad that you're here, Sam, and you're starting to lay those roots.
Exactly.
I think that is very important to most of us.
To be putting roots down.
All right, so I know we talked a little about red light therapy. You have the water massage beds. You've got the virtual classes. You've got all of the amazing equipment. I would imagine that there's probably are there other features that we should talk about or highlight?
We have vibration plate. That's a big hit at the gym. Everybody uses that. And we also have I'll shout out our personal trainers again. A lot of people think personal training, they think, oh, lots of money and stuff like that.
Right.
But really, they're very reasonable. But also, we offer every one of our new members a free consult with a trainer.
Okay.
We also offer what's called a member success session because we want our members to succeed. Unlike most gyms where you're just basically, you come in, you're pumped in, you're given, okay, go ahead, work out.
Yeah, do your thing.
We don't want our members just to keep paying us for nothing.
Right.
We want to help them out.
And that makes you different.
Yeah.
You're a standalone because of that.
And we also wanted to throw out there that we're having an open house
Okay.
on the 19th. It's open to everyone in the community that has thought about maybe joining.
Okay.
We're sure about it. It's free for 12 to 2, or from 12 to 2, you can come in and work out.
Okay.
Also, we're offering $20 signups. So you're just going to pay $20 to
Wow.
sign up. We'll have our personal trainers on hand. We'll set up a free consult with you.
And do like a tour of the gym.
And you can try the red light therapy. If someone wants to try the red light therapy out, they want to try the hydro massage bed out, they want to
Tanning beds.
anything from 12 to 2.
12 to 2 on the 19th. And do you offer those open houses often, or is this just like
During
one?
the summer, we've been trying to do it I think it's like the third Saturday of each month. We'll have
Okay.
one more in August.
Okay.
And the third Saturday in August. And we're just trying to really get in members just so they can, or not members, but people
Introduce
who've never been
them.
in, so they can see what the gym's about.
Yeah.
They can work out. Maybe they just want to come in and just test it out and work out.
They want to know what's behind those
Yeah.
those shaded doors.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And do you have access? What's the time frame that they have access to the gym?
So 24/7. So once you've joined the gym, you can come in anytime.
Got it. I don't think people realize that's such a huge benefit because
Yeah.
not everybody, especially in the Vegas area, not
Yeah.
everybody works the same 9
Yeah.
to 5 hours.
Yeah.
So that's really important. And do they have access even after hours if there's any kind of an emergency? Is there a way
Yeah.
to?
Oh yeah. There's a way to call us. There are numbers all over the place. I have my personal number there. So if something goes wrong, they can always call us. We also have 24-hour security, and then we also have these little necklaces that are basically they can press them to call
Like an emergency necklace. Oh,
Yeah.
man. That is
Yeah.
smart on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that. Okay, very good. And final question. Can you share with us a little mini testimonial what it is about the Chamber of Commerce that you appreciate?
Where to start? No, you're number one. You're just so wonderful. But also, I think it just, you guys are there every step of the way. Even when we forget, I always get emails like, hey, don't forget you're part of the chamber. Don't forget you're this. We have an event that we're doing. I've called you for it, and someone from the office comes and is there. It's really great. Like we love being part of the chamber.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're so glad to have you guys as such a great asset in Boulder City. Our business community really appreciates you, but our residents do as well. You add to our quality of life. And so thanks for doing such great things. And what's the way that they can connect with you if they need to reach out?
They can come by the gym anytime. We're there Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're there Fridays 7 to 4. And then there's somebody usually there on Saturday from 10 to 1.
And what's your website?
Our website, if you just look up snapfitness.com,
Okay.
and they can just search Boulder City. And
Perfect.
We'll pop right up. Our website will pop right up.
That's awesome. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
This episode of the Best Damn Podcast has been a production of the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. Please check out all the links and social media handles on our website as well at bouldercitychamber.com. You can find the Best Damn Podcast on all your favorite podcast directories. Like us and share on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Until next time, discover, explore, and unwind in Boulder City.